Jennifer to the Rescue. I am Jennifer Johnson, and what do I do? Oh my goodness, what do I do? I wrote it down. Oh, I provide effective resources that drive performance, produce clarity and direction, and it's through what? Networking, training, and multimedia solutions, thus hometown television. Here we are. And it's so great to be back. Every time I get to come in here, I just get so excited. And it's a new year and a wonderful guest. And before we do that, though, I want to say thank you to Logan Street Signs and Banners for having us in today. It's wonderful to come in and know that they're always going to be here to support Jennifer to the Rescue. And you can check out jennifertotherescue.com for more specifics. And you can email me at info@jennifertotherescue.com. But today is not about me. It's about my guest. And her name is Dani Robinson. Actually, you probably recognized already. People are looking at you and say, I know her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're everywhere. You are everywhere, but you've done it purposely, I know. I mean, maybe not you by yourself, but you want to be recognized, right? Because you do a wonderful service for everybody here. And you do more than just Hamilton County. You do all over, don't you?
I have listings in Marion County, Madison County, and also Boone County.
So you go anywhere they need you, pretty much.
I do.
And I'm sure they call you all the time. I've been fortunate to know you for a few years, but the people that are listening and watching do not know you necessarily. And why would I have you on my show? Because I want you to tell them what you're about. Who is Dani Robinson?
Who is Dani Robinson? Dani Robinson has been a lifelong resident of Hamilton County. I graduated from Hamilton Southeastern High School when there were only 131 in my class.
Oh my goodness.
So it's been quite a journey watching this county grow. I love Central Indiana. I love helping people find new homes, making moves. It's the joy of my life. It truly is. It's a great time to be in real estate, and it's a great time to help people make moves.
I guess it would be, I don't know if I should say this, but for me to help somebody find a house would be very stressful.
It is
So it's
stressful.
really nice when you find somebody who, and I've heard you tell stories about, I mean, we see each other on a regular basis on different things. I see the joy and the passion that you bring to what you're doing, and it's really cool to be able to say, hey, I know somebody really good that you should talk to about selling your house or buying a house or whatever. It's really nice. But you have been in real estate for a few years and you've been very successful. What did you do before that, though? You've lived in Hamilton County all your life, you said.
I graduated from Purdue with a degree in sales and marketing. I had a previous life when my children were small. I was an executive manager with Tupperware. Everybody loves Tupperware.
That's awesome.
I did.
Cool.
I had 30 people on my team. It was a great way for me to have a company car and keep my kids at home so that I could raise them, which was important to me. I know it's not a choice for everybody, but it was important to our family. After that, I worked with my dad in his business. He owned an ag business, Borum Crop Service. A lot of people have heard of Borum Crop Service. And he now currently has Borum Lawn and Irrigation. And then I also helped my husband with our aviation business. He buys and sells airplanes.
I think I heard that through the grapevine somewhere.
I did that while my kids were growing up. It allowed me the opportunity to be the football mom and the theater mom and do all the things for my kids. After my kids were raised, I found a void in my life, and I was too young to hang up the hat and have lots to give yet. I figured I have 25 plus years to work, and sitting at home was not in the plan. So I did some investigation and really love sales, really love working with people, and I ended up with this. I called my good friend with Tucker and said, hey, I think I want to do this. She said, it's about time.
She knew it was for you before you did.
She did, and it's been a blessing. This journey has been awesome, and I look forward to getting up every day and facing the challenges that are awaiting me.
I definitely think that's a neat thing to be able to say you get up every day excited about what you're doing.
Because
like I said, if I were selling houses, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But that's why I don't sell houses. That's why it's in your hands. Tell us, though, how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way? We have on the screen, but there are people that will be listening to this, so
Call me, text me, email me. If you go to my website, DaniRobinsonHomes.com, there's links to get to me there. Also, my current listings are on there. But, give me a call. Talk to me. Talk to me. However works for you. Text me. A lot of people find me on Facebook, so they can do that as well.
You can do that. And Dani is actually spelled D-A-N-I.
It is. It's short for Danielle. My mom saw that name in a movie and thought that I should be Danielle. She almost named me Roxanne. Really glad she did name me Roxanne.
I like Dani better.
I like Dani better also.
But it is, so they could call you. And one more time, your phone number, and then we're going to keep talking about it.
317-407-6969. Give me a call.
Yeah, since you gave everybody that option and texting and all that
Absolutely.
stuff. And I know you work really close with your clients when you're working with them. Probably all of your sales experience and everything got you to the point where you were very comfortable with that, right? We're going to talk a lot more about, I know you brought some props and everything.
We don't have to.
Well, but it's cool. Really, like I said, there are a lot of people like me who comes to buying a house or selling a house, I want to find somebody like you. So you had the background you had. Have you always had because I think there's so many things that have to be coordinated when you're selling a house.
I liken real estate agents to ducks on the water. We like to look like everything's smooth sailing, but underneath, it's a crazy mess down there.
So you have a team of people that help you.
Actually, don't. I'm a one-man show. I do have one assistant, and she does mostly marketing stuff for me. She stuffs envelopes and occasionally puts signs in yards. Lately, my dear husband has decided to help me because business has been extremely busy. And so he's been doing things like taking some pictures and putting lock boxes on doors, and it's kind of funny.
Well, you've been selling houses.
I have
so
been.
for him to help you, it's probably like, oh, good, she's good, He probably knows it's not like he's just doing it because he's, I have an ex-husband too. But.
I like, the help is great because it allows me to focus on what is really important, and that's my client. Putting up signs in yard is not as important as me making sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed through the process. My clients come first, and I always make time for my clients. I work 24/7, and that's what we do, and I'm proud of that. It's very important to me that my clients realize that I am there for them through this entire process. Sometimes the saddest day for me is closing day.
Oh, really?
It's the greatest day for them because they are getting the keys to their new home or they're selling their home. But for me, it's almost the saddest day because I've been working so closely with these people for sometimes 6 months to get to this point. And then it's like, when am I going to see you? How am I going to find out how the tooth came in on the baby,
Well, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back, and then I want you just to start telling us all about the home buying market as it is now and how you set yourself. I know you set yourself. I have no question. I know all the good stuff, but I just want you to be able to share it with our listeners and viewers. And we'll be right back with Jennifer to the rescue. So don't go anywhere. We're with Dani Robinson here. Don't leave.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Jennifer to the Rescue. I'm Jennifer Johnson, and you can check out my website, Jennifer to the Rescue. You can call me. Well, actually, jennifertotherescue.com. I always get ahead of myself. Phone number, 317-513-6823. And very happy to be here. Oh, and just want to remind you, if you have not downloaded the Paid to Save app, you need to do that. It's free, and you save money all over the place. And if you go to paidtosave.com/86755, or you could replace that with To the Rescue after that /, you'll see you can save money all over the place, and I'll be happy to help you if you want to give me a call or text me or whatever. Tell you more about Paid to Save, and we're very happy to be here today to share all this. But Dani, what's going on? This is Dani Robinson, sorry.
Hi there.
I get so excited. We have her, she is a realtor broker, and we were talking on the break a little bit about, is there a difference? Well, what's the difference between a realtor broker, or realtor and a broker?
Actually, in Indiana, we recently had a license change, and all realtors have their broker license now. And we have managing brokers and we have brokers. So we're all technically realtor brokers, to look at it like that. So there really isn't a difference anymore, other than the fact that managing brokers usually have a little bit more experience if they want to do that. I actually am not really interested in being a manager. I'm interested in focusing on my clients and not focusing on a lot of other real estate agents. So.
Okay, good point. Okay. That's a good question. Good question. I'm still kind of, well, because I always think of a broker as being somebody that's able to, but you're able to sell anything.
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
managing broker is FC Tucker. So that's,
Yeah.
so they can.
The #1 real estate company in the state.
There you go. There you
Since
go.
1918, we're getting ready to celebrate our 100th year.
Holy cow. I guess my question would be that, well, not the question, I know I've heard from many real estate agents, including you, this is an awesome time to be selling your house, isn't
If
it?
you are interested in making a move right now, it is a great time to sell, especially at certain price points. Inventory is incredibly low. And if you're just thinking, oh, I might jump in when it's spring, when it's warmer, I'm going to tell you to jump in right now. I have buyers that are frustrated. I have clients right now that are trying to move here from northern Indiana, and every time a house comes on the market that they like, by the time they get down here on the weekend, it is sold.
Oh my goodness.
It is just, it's that crazy of a market right now. It's fun for the seller.
Oh, sure.
But it's frustrating for the buyers. But if you have a good active real estate agent who's working with you, like me, you have the advantage, because I work all the time. I'm not afraid to say, okay, we'll go see this at 7 o'clock when you get off work. Or I'll go look at the house for you. I'll videotape it while I go around the house and send you pictures if you can't get down here. I'm very active. I'm going to get out there and make sure that we get to see the houses that you need to see if you're a buyer. And if you're a seller, it's you need to work with a good agent who's going to be working with you through the process, because seller buyers, you have to coordinate the sale of your home, and then you've got to coordinate into it the purchase of your new home. And there's lots of moving factors with that. So it takes a process, and we work through it together, and take it one step at a time. And breathe.
And breathe.
And breathe.
And know that you will get through this no matter what.
Absolutely.
So a typical thing is somebody says, I really want to get to know you, Dani. They would obviously reach out to you through your email or your phone, which you so nicely shared with us. And I think it's going to be on the screen here in a minute, hopefully. But tell them again, because somebody might be sitting there or watching or saying, gosh, I need to reach out to you.
Sure.
You have had pictures in the paper?
I do. I advertise regularly in the Noblesville Times, and you can always check me out there. I really like that mode. But I also have a website, DaniRobinsonHomes.com, and I also have my cell phone, which is reachable all the time. And you can text me or call me on that phone, 317-407-6969.
Well, I know you've gotten a lot of accolades lately because in the I guess I've known you since you must have just started, because I don't remember, maybe you were transitioning into it because you did the other things prior. Sorry. You were transitioning, I was getting so carried away with but anyway, in 3 years, you've been very successful.
It's been a good 3 years.
And you've done, and you've gotten a lot of accolades. I mean, in addition, you advertise, but you're in you've had sales that have been extremely.
I've been very blessed. The good Lord's been very good to me. I have wonderful clients who refer me, and I appreciate that very much. If you're wanting to know the accolades,
Yes,
not my
please.
thing,
Yes.
but
Well, that's why you're here, though. We got to tell them.
my first year, I was the number one, what they call rising star with FC Tucker.
First year?
My first year.
Wow.
Sold 4.2 million and closed, I think, 23 transactions my very first year in, and made a level of what they call executive club with FC Tucker. And then my next year in, I achieved the next level, which is used to be the highest one that they recognize, and that's President's Club, and that's over 5 million, but I closed 6.5 million and 38 transactions. And so to say that I'm new, I kind of feel like the average agent in the country closes 5 transactions a year. That's the average.
Really?
That's the
Oh,
average
goodness.
agent. And so I kind of feel like at 38 transactions, might be a little above average.
Oh my goodness, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there are a lot of part-time agents out there that, and they do a great service. They have great friends in their family, and they're all good people. But if you really want to get aggressive about getting your home sold or looking for a new home, I would recommend that you work with an agent who's a full-time agent, that this is what we do. This is how I feed my family. So.
Yes, obviously, 24/7. You're serious about what you're doing, and
Yeah.
And I know you're. Oh gosh, I guess I'm thinking in the next. We're gonna have a short break here. We're gonna come back, and I was thinking maybe in the last segment you could talk a little bit about maybe some pointers, maybe
Absolutely.
some things, some good referrals for you, because I know. You do we're in a networking group together, so you're not just looking for people, but who are good people for you to connect with.
Oh, absolutely.
And so we'll talk about some pointers for somebody maybe selling, buying, whatever your
Buying and
pointers.
selling.
And then we'll talk about some good referrals for you and whatever else comes up, I guess. So if that'll work. One more time though, let them know, just in case somebody's just starting to watch or listening, how to get a hold of you again.
Give me a call, shoot me a text, or email me. And the best way, my phone number is 317-407-6969.
Cool. And Dani Robinson Homes, just make sure you use DANI.
DANI, that's me.
Robinson Homes, yes. We will be back in just a minute. We've got more to talk to Dani about.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
This show has just flown by. It always does when it's an interesting guest and a fun guest, and we laugh and giggle. But we're talking. I'm Jennifer Johnson, Jennifer to the rescue, and thank you to Logan Street Signs and Banners. It's been a wonderful. I guess did we just pass 2 years? I can't remember. My goodness, time has flown by.
I've been 3. You were the first one that we ever did.
I've been the first. Oh my goodness sake. Jennifer Johnson. Check out paid2save.com/86755 too if you want to save money all over town. And I can certainly tell you more about that down the road. But we're with Dani Robinson of FC Tucker, and actually it's Talk to Dani. Talk to Dani?
Talk to Dani.
Talk to Dani. We've been talking to Dani. That's
You have been. We're
perfect.
talking right now.
Perfect. And you're with FC Tucker, and you've had a lot of success in maybe not, when I think about 3 years in the big picture, that's not a long time, and you've done really well. You've set yourself, you've done things along the way that have set you up to be very successful. And every day and every time I see you, I know why you're successful. Yeah, I know, that's what I do. My show, tidbits. We were talking about little tips or tidbits that you might share with a seller.
Sure.
Because you're usually, okay, so what can you...
I guess I have what I call an agenda for success when we're buying and selling homes. And the first thing that we do when we go through this process is I want you to show me your house, Show me the good, show me the bad, show me the ugly. It's probably not as bad and ugly as you think it is. So we just need to take a look at it and get an analysis of that house. And then after that, I'll go back to my office and I do a thorough market analysis.
Okay.
Because we need to know what your home is worth. And I really can't evaluate what your home is worth until I see what your home looks like. So we go through that, and then I come back and we do, usually we find out a good number, and then we do the nasty paperwork, which is not my favorite thing. We go through all that paperwork, and we'll, at that point, I usually, for most of my clients, I will hire a staging consultation company. And that doesn't mean we're going to throw everything in your house out and you buy new furniture. I like the stagers that I work with because they come in and they use what you have to make your house better.
Yes.
And so we go through that process. I'm sorry, I got all thrown off.
You're doing great. You're doing great. We have a peanut gallery, so there's people yelling at Jim all the time, and they're not realizing we're on. But keep talking because I'm like, gosh, this sounds pretty cool.
So I like to say that we decorate our homes to live in our homes. So the baskets and the pictures and all those things, those are things that make that house a home for you.
Sure.
We're going to stage your house so that we can sell your home. We want people to walk into your house and go, oh, wow, I can see my Christmas tree right there.
Right.
I can see my kids' pictures on the wall. So that's why we bring in a stager. That's not my forte. I can look at things and kind of go like that. So that's why I give, as a gift to my clients, a consultation with a stager, a professional stager.
I was wondering if you did that.
I
That's pretty
do.
cool.
I do
I'm
that.
impressed.
And most times I hire a professional photographer, depending on the situation, because people's first look at your home anymore is on the internet. And I think it's very important that we have high quality photos of your home. Dark pictures with toilet seats up and all kinds of crazy stuff are not going to sell your home, but good quality pictures will. They'll at least get people interested enough to come into your home, and
Sure.
that's what the whole idea is.
Sure.
After that, we install that nasty old lock box on that front door so that we can let people into your home. I use electronic ones so that I make sure that your home is secure. And put a sign in that yard. That's the all important thing. Then we start marketing your home, and that's where the real meat of what I feel like I do comes in, because I do have a marketing background. We do a Facebook ad. We're going to do postcards. We're going to do newspaper. We're going to do everything we can to get your home seen, as well as having it on all those important websites. A little note to you and your viewers. A lot of people go to a company called Zillow.com.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Yes, I'm sure you have. in this market, in the central Indiana area, Zillow only has about 40% of the listings that are on the market.
Oh, really?
So if you're a buyer and you're out there, you're on Zillow, you're thinking you're seeing it, you're not seeing all the listings. A lot of the major brokers in this area pulled their listings from Zillow because Zillow does not accurately update those listings. So they have misinformation, and we can't guarantee that the right information is going to be there. So I recommend that you go to talktodecker.com. We're getting ready to roll out our brand new app. We also use Realtor.com. Realtor.com is associated with all of us, so you're going to get all of the current information on that. And so I would recommend that maybe you steer away from Zillow when
Interesting.
you're doing your shopping. Or the best thing to do, talk to Dani, right? Talk to me, and I'll get you set up on an automated search. We'll be able to watch that all and make sure that you get that home as soon as it hits the market. So
Cool.
Okay.
So wow, you covered a lot of stuff there, and it's we were talking about what would a typical situation with you. Obviously, they need to reach out to you, and then you figure out where do you. But you've got that. You've already got the what did you call it? The agenda for success.
I have an agenda for success.
And that makes sense because you've been very successful, so you have had an agenda. What are good referrals for you? I mean, I guess who do you best network with for what you do? And certainly, if your neighbor has said that they're going to try to sell their home, it would probably be a good thing to say, hey, have you talked to Dani?
Mhm.
But are there other channels you go? I mean, are there, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of rare that I'm sitting down with my neighbor and they're talking about selling their house. It could happen.
It
But
could. It does happen.
Yeah, it does.
It does happen.
It does, and that's great to have you and to know. But I'm just saying, who do you like to network with, or who are good people for you to know?
Well, I love the Northside Networking Group.
That sounds like a good thing to me. I didn't even pay her for that. Okay.
I like to build relationships with people. I am not a person that just goes out there and says, hey, give me leads.
Mhm.
I want to build a relationship with that person because I want to work with someone that they like. So if I've built a relationship with you, Jennifer, and we're friends, I know you're going to refer me to someone that you like, and we're all going to be friends.
That's a
And
good
those are the very best referrals for me because, it is a very close relationship,
Yeah.
and it's not just a transaction for me. It is a relationship. We're going to work through this together, and then I hope that you enjoy our experience well enough that when your friends talk to you, you're going to say, by the way, you need to talk to Dani.
So introductions to just about anybody really is
Yeah,
good for you. If
just
there's
about
a professional
anybody.
group, that's great, but it doesn't have to be. It's just I like the relationship thing always.
I work by referral and relationships because those are the people that really build my business. So.
And that's a good way to end our day today. And Dani, I'm so glad because we've had it scheduled a couple times, and we would invite you to come back anytime. I always try to leave. With some kind of good. I call it an upbeat because I usually
like
sing.
upbeat.
I usually sing at the
Yeah, you
beginning,
didn't
and I
sing today.
forgot to. I usually sing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day!" You know that one?
I
Okay.
do know that one.
And I have a couple others, but I do want to leave on just hopefully a good note. It's a Steve Jobs. You did a lot. It's so funny. These all fit you, but Steve Jobs. Well, it's your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. You did what you were supposed to do when your kids were little, and you heard that inner voice calling, and it says, don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinkings. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. Had you not done that, and I just remember at the beginning you were talking about how you called your friend and it was
time.
It was time, and she said, what took you so long? It's obvious that you were meant to do what
I
you
had
do.
to go through the steps, and that's what's led me to here today.
And then you lead your clients through a very pleasant experience to the home
We
buying
hope
or
so.
home selling.
We hope so.
Thank you for tuning in with us today, and we will see you very soon. Thank you, Dani. It was really fun. just check out Jennifer to the Rescue, and we'll see you very soon, and hopefully we'll see you again in the
I hope
paper
so.
and here
Give me a
at the
call.
theater. Yeah. Take care.